What's up guys, Andrew Cruzy here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up your client tracker to increase your testimonials, your referrals, your upsells, your recommitments, and your retention rate all in 20 minutes. So with this, you're going to have a better view of all of your clients in one place, and I'm going to show you how to set up some cool automations using Airtable and Slack, and I'm going to show you how to set up a personalized and customized app for your clients. So if you have a CSM team, a client success team, then they can have their own personal app with their clients. And it's really, really cool. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. My name's Andrew Cruzy. I've been in the coaching space for about 7 years now. Now we develop softwares around business, around life, around finances, around relationships, all inside of Airtable. And we also use cool tools like Go High Level and Notion and Slack and all that stuff. So if you guys aren't using those tools, that's my recommended stack. And inside of this video, I'm going to show you how to use Airtable, Slack, and the iPhone to speed up the rate at which you help your clients and also get upsells, referrals, testimonials. So let's hop into it. The very first thing that you want to do is hop into Airtable. And like with all of these Airtable builds in all the videos, we create from scratch. Boom. So I'm going to show you everything from A to Z. So when we're in here, boom, we like to start at a totally blank base. So just deleting all of these fields out. And in the upper left-hand corner, we can just call this client tracker. Boom. And I'm going to show you how to set up an automated onboarding form as well. So client tracker, boom, perfect. And in this field right here, we just want to say man, full name and get that in there. Full name. And in the onboarding form, make this look really good and have the client success team or you form that personal connection. We can grab a headshot from them directly that will be automatically added into here. So we can just say picture, boom, headshot. And what we want to use in the field is the attachment so they can add a picture in here. And then we're going to want some activity notes so we can update those. Boom. And we're going to use long form text and add that in. And then what's really cool is we can see when the last time the activity notes were updated. So last update. And we wanted to use a last modified time by a specific field being the activity notes. So we can turn that on, use selected field, boom, now we have that. Pretty freaking cool. And then we're probably gonna want a responsible tab. So who is responsible for this client? Boom, and use a user field right here. Perfect. So I can select for this, maybe Micah's responsible, maybe Larry's responsible, right? Boom, we'll just put me in for right now. And then we want the statuses. This is what a lot of people are missing just on a regular basis, updating the statuses. So you have a view of all of your clients in one place, what status they're at in terms of on track, off track, at risk, or also are they ready for a testimonial, referral, an upsell, that sort of stuff? How active are they inside the program? So let's grab one of those right now. We can go into one of the first ones. We just call it progress here. And we have not started, at risk, off track, on track. Very simple right there. So we can put a rocket. You can either call this progress or status. And put in a user, you're going to put in a single select. We're going to put in a single line text so I can just paste this bad boy in here. And the ones you're going to use are not started, at risk, off track, on track. Oh, beautiful. Then let's grab another one. You might have a phase. So we have missing onboarding form, pre-kickoff call, first 30 days, 30 to 60 days, 90 to 150, and then last 30 days for recommitment or re-enrollment, right? So what we'll do here, we can put a fire and just say phase, boom. And you're going to use a single select. We're going to use a single line text. So we can just paste these bad boys in here. Perfect. Awesome. And then we're going to group this by phase. Awesome. So now we can see who's in pre-kickoff call, who's ready for recommitment, all of that stuff, right? Activity, boom, we're going to grab this and we're just going to run. Perfect. Activity, boom. And then single line text, perfect. Awesome. And we have new client, not active, somewhat active, active, very active, most active, and offboarded. So inside of here, what we're going to do is make sure activity is automatically selected as new client in there. Boom. We can take out team. Perfect. So that way, when a new record enters this field, we have new client that shows up. And then in phase, we're going to have pre-kickoff call show up right there. And we can take these out, boom, right there. Awesome. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Perfect. And then in status, we're going to have not started automatically show up when a record hits that field. Perfect. And then we can have check-in status, boom, perfect. We're going to add that in there. Shake, perfect. Check-in status, perfect. And you're going to use a single line text. We have these: needs outreach, not responsive, awaiting reply, in communication, not necessary, boom. And we have responsible, and then you can tie these to support forms that they fill out, all of that stuff. And what we might also want is a start date. Boom. Start date that we can either automatically put in, so time added could be the start date. We'll just do that so it's automatic in there. Perfect. Awesome. So now we have the client statuses in there. We can say John Smith, and I'm going to show you in a second how to set up the forms inside of Airtable. So this is automatically added. So great guy. Boom. Perfect. Sweet. We can pinch that in. This is perfect. And then there are automations that can happen that move them to the different phases at the right time based off of this start date, which is pretty cool. So we'll see if we have enough time to go into that in this video, but I'm just going to call this, boom, client tracker. And then what we want to do from here is duplicate this view and then call this, boom, onboarding responses. Boom, perfect. And I want to hide all these fields. Maybe just have the start date there and maybe who's responsible. And I'm going to ask them, what's your boom, number one goal? These are from Ryan Levasque's Ask method, the 4 most important questions to ask, especially your clients, that you can inject into your messaging so you're using your tribal language of people who are actually paying you money in your messaging so it works better. You get more people to pay you money, right? And you can better support your clients here, right? So number one goal, number one fear, boom. Number one fear. Perfect. And I think number one thing you want to learn. Perfect. And number one roadblock. Perfect. And these are going to go into the onboarding form. So we're going to open this up. Boom. Awesome. Sweet. So now we can create a form down here, create form from view, and we can call this client onboarding form. Perfect. And now we have a client onboarding form. Pretty cool. So please add your full name. Sweet. Make it required right there. Headshot. Please add your best headshot. And then we want to take out the activity notes, take out responsible, take out status, take out phase, take out activity, take out check-in status. And now we have the onboarding questions. Boom. So what is your number one goal? Boom. When it comes to scaling your business past 100K, I don't know, whatever it is. What is your number one fear getting in the way of you achieving that goal? What is the number one thing you want to learn? Boom. And what is your number one roadblock? Cool. Sweet. So we can turn those on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then we can also add a new field from here. Boom. Question. Is there anything else we might need to know? Sweet. And then we can add in the long form text. Perfect. Is there anything else we should know? Cool. And we can leave that not required. Perfect. And we're going to turn off the branding right here. And then at the bottom, you can either send them to your community, send them to a new link, whatever you want. Right here, it just says, thank you for submitting the form, but you can add anything you want in there. You can also add the logo, the cover image, all of that. But now we go up here and perfect. We have an onboarding form, and that status should be out of there. So we can just grab this, move it over here. Awesome. And now when I refresh this bad boy, we can just say John Smith. Perfect. And go in here and add in. And next up, I'm going to show you how to put this in interfaces, which is pretty cool. Boom. I just hit a workout picture yesterday. Let's just put that bad boy in there. Perfect. And let's call this John Carter because we already have a John Smith. Getting shit done. Overcoming my fear. Boom. These are bad answers. Everything you know. Boom. Things getting in the way. And I don't need to answer that. We didn't make it required. Thank you for submitting the form. And boom, we have John Carter in there now. Perfect. And he's set as pre-kickoff call, boom, new client. And then under client status, we can add this as needs outreach. Sweet. So here is the kicker where it gets really freaking cool. If you've watched my task management and delegation system, you can automate the changes in the status here to go into the task management system. For example, when a client goes to at-risk status, that can go over to your CSM, and your CSM, your client success manager, can get a task inside of Airtable and inside of Slack to hit that person up with that SOP. So let me show you how to set that up. When we go to automations right here, we can add a trigger when a record matches conditions in this table, and boom, the status is at risk. Perfect. Then we can send a message over to Slack to follow up with that person. So let me put this in the ops table. This will probably go into a client one, but let's go into ops tasks, new task. We're going to put in that one for right now, but look at what we can do. we can add in the person's name and then say at risk, boom, follow up today. And we can add the SOP in there for the CSM. And what we're going to do is just add in that base record URL, and then we can turn this one on and call it X, boom, at risk client. Perfect. So let me show you how this works. In here, underneath status, if we identify that John Carter is at risk, boom, at risk of dropping out, boom, we can go in here now, and hopefully you can see my screen, and you can see that that automation went over here, John Carter at risk, follow up today. I can click right there, boom, and we've got it. Sweet. So that's just one of the automations that you can create inside of this client tracker, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to go in here and just call this client tracker. Boom. Perfect. And now we're going to go into interfaces. We're going to start building and just call this client tracker. Sweet. Go in here. And I'm going to show you also how to build out a roadmap inside of here as well. So stick with me because we have some extra time. I said 20 minutes here. So inside of here, I'm going to hit add element and add in the grid view. I can just type in grid, boom, we got it. I'm going to expand it and then go over here to the right-hand side and hit copy settings from view. And I'm just going to grab the client tracker view. Perfect. And I'm going to go back up to the top or hit add element and text. Perfect. Awesome. Man. Boom. Client tracker. Down. Sweet. And large. Perfect. And then these I can make openable. Perfect. So we probably don't want the headshot at the top here, but these would be good to have. Being able to edit, boom, put in the activity notes, see who's responsible at the top and their status at the top. Perfect. And then we can move these bad boys around and maybe move check-in status next to last update. And we want to make all these editable. Perfect. Perfect. Sweet. And then we'll be able to see their number one goal, their number one fear, the number one thing that they want to learn there. Perfect. Editable and editable. Sweet. So now we have this open field here, which is great. And then we can put in a number. And inside of Airtable, you can turn any data into information to make better decisions. So inside of here, what we're going to do is select specific records. Status is, boom, at risk, boom, X, at risk, boom. And we're going to make this red, boom, make this off track. Perfect. Train off track. Perfect. And we've got the status in there is off track. And then we can put here, rocket on track. Boom. On track. Sweet. Make this green. Perfect. And then go back down to this right here, the filter. And then we can also see total clients. So total clients. Sweet. Awesome. There we go. We have version 1 of our client tracker in here. And let's just call this perfect client tracker. And then what I'm going to do is publish this. Perfect. This looks beautiful. We have our client tracker in there. And I'm going to go, boom, back to data. and grab the onboarding form from here. So we can have that at the top of the interface. Let's edit this and add in a button. Perfect. And put that bad boy in there. Appearance, receipt, boom, onboarding form. So we can grab that at any time. Awesome. And then maybe we want to see their onboarding results. So let's go here. Perfect. Receipt, onboarding form, or onboarding results. Onboarding results. Go in here, and then I can copy from another view, onboarding responses. Responses, sweet. And then I can go in here and edit this view, but I can see all the responses there. Sweet. So we got that. You can click into here, see all of that. So we got that view. And then let's talk about boom, a roadmap. So inside of here, I can duplicate this. Boom, roadmap. Roadmap. There are probably some things that your clients need to accomplish at certain times. So we can go in here, hide all of these, turn on responsible. And then maybe the first thing is completed offer one sheeter. Sweet. Check that. Perfect. Then funnel, tornado. Set up profile funnel. Check. Perfect. And then let's see, things in their control. Set up first workshop complete. Boom. Check. And you can also have your clients fill this out in a form on a weekly, monthly basis, whatever it is. I'm going to show you, this is how you do it with your team members. So one thing that I'm going to do is go here, boom, go into channel, and we have this bad boy. Hey, that's me again. And we have this formula that's actually pretty cool. So we're going to grab this, boom, add this, how many are complete, and do a checkbox or a formula. And what this is saying, boom, is when completed offer one sheeter is checked, when set up profile funnel is checked, and when workshop is checked, mark them as complete or give it a number 1 in this field. So then we can hit create. Boom, perfect. So now when I check this, we can see we have 1 complete, we have 2 complete, perfect. And then what we can do is have a progress bar. Boom. And then we want to add in a formula, which is complete, boom, divided by 3. And then formatting is percentage. Perfect, perfect. We'll use a bar right here. Awesome. Nope. Might have to discard this. Then move my face over here. So let's do this again. Rocket. Progress. And formula. Perfect. And complete. Boom. Divided by 3, because there are 3 checkboxes here. Formatting. Percentage. How much of this has the client completed? Perfect. And then we will say, to keep it simple, Anything under 50% is red. And then anything above 50% is green. Boom. Perfect. And then we're going to click out of here, create, and there we go. So this will be red, this will be green, sweet. And then we can track our client's progress through this stuff. So pretty freaking cool there. So then in interfaces, we can just do this again. Duplicate. Sweet. Rocket. Progress tracker. Boom. And then go in here and copy from settings. Roadmap, or we can call it progress tracker. Rocket. Progress tracker. What's really cool up here, we can now add in an average of these things. So here, we can go in here and take this bad boy out, and then field summary will be progress, boom, and average progress. So now, average progress, perfect. We'll just make this gray for right now. Sweet. So now we can see the average progress amongst all of our clients right there. Pretty freaking cool. Last thing that I want to show you guys, this is super important, is going up here and adding a filter field. And now we can connect it to all of these things. So if I'm just looking for one client, then I can go in here, add the condition of full name contains, hit publish. And if I'm just looking for Carter, perfect. It will just pull that person up. So pretty cool stuff. All right, so we covered a lot inside of this video. You start with the data side. You can add in your onboarding form. We added in the onboarding form, the client tracker, the onboarding responses, the roadmap, the progress bar, all of that stuff. We set up the at-risk automation, and also we set up the interfaces. So this is just the start. We have so much more here. If you want to join one of our communities, go hit the button down below. If you got anything out of it, hit the heart button, hit the like button, hit subscribe, so we can get you more of these Airtable builds. But that's about it for this one. I will see you in the next one.